Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to our distinguished guest speaker series at Accelerate Global. I know we're not broadcasting at our usual time, and some of you texted me that you're waiting. Thank you so much for being patient. Technical challenges, as is with the world, right? The tech world. It happens once in a while, and here we are. But the good thing is we overcome it. We take the challenge head on, and we move on and just roll with the punches. So here we are. For those of you that are joining us new, my name is Asma Wasti. I'm the founder and CEO of a mid-sized Toronto-based organization called Accelerate Global. We are a one-stop to achieve all your professional goals. That includes running accelerators. We run a sales and business accelerator to help you build your own $1 million empire. We specialized in product and service-based startups scale and grow their businesses digitally with absolute clarity in their offer. And we specialize in turning around non-performing and non-profitable businesses into profitable, sustainable ventures with consistent revenue, sales, and growth in their clientele. Our USP is that you get your results immediately in a very quick way. Now, and organically without spending a dime, a dollar on advertising, even if you have zero following. So go check out our website, accelerateglobal.com. What I'm doing right now is my favorite thing out of everything that I do. And that is we bring experts from around the world, people that are stars in their own right, that are entrepreneurs to you, and we bring their expertise to you, talking to you, telling you their story, who they are, what they do, and why they are who they are today, and how did they arrive at this point. So this helps us bring, a different perspective, more than who we are and what we do, from a different point of view. And we've got amazing, guests. And for today, I'm so thrilled to bring to you all the way from United Kingdom a guest that is that really pulls my heartstrings, and I know that she will yours too. And she tells her story of how she came about to do what she does. So listen in with absolute intent for the next 30 minutes. Keep tuning in here. Put hashtag live in the comment if you're joining us live. Push hashtag replay if you're joining us and watching it in the replay recording. I bring to you Sheila Glavee of the podcast with Sheila fame on LinkedIn as well. I appeared on her podcast some time ago, and that was really an honor for me. And I figured, listening to her story of who she is, I thought it was a great opportunity for our audience to have a sneak peek into who she is and what she does, and bring that expertise to you. So Sheila, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's an honor to be here today with you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just going to give a little bit of a rundown of who you are. So Sheila is the founder of Gold Heart Organization, owner of Skilled Hands Organization. She's also the owner and editor of In Think Maglogue. Wow, that's interesting. And the founder and host of Podcast with Sheila. So, as I said, I appeared on her podcast. She's also a mom of two and a wife. She loves to empower women because she believes that women are the binding cords of every family. And in her own words, when a woman is in good standing, the whole family thrives. So, Sheila, tell us a little bit about yourself so our audience can get to know you better.
So my name is Mrs. Sheila Glavee, and I'm a mom of two. I'm originally from Ghana, but I'm currently based in the UK with my family. I come from a family of six, including my dad and my mom. So I have three other siblings, the second in line, and I have a brother and two other sisters. So in a nutshell, I think that's all about me.
Okay, that's wonderful. So tell us now that you're operating out of UK, you do have an interesting past, right?
Yeah.
So you gave us a little bit about what your family makeup looks like, but tell us a little bit more about did you have any life-defining moments growing up? How was your childhood? Did you
Mm.
always think that you would do what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I've always thought that I wanted to be my own boss, in
Yeah.
quote. I am a go-getter
Uh-huh.
and a self-starter. Nothing stops me. And one thing that made me realize that that was what I was meant to be was when I came out of the university, even with all the high grades and still couldn't find a job, I
Mhm,
was able to start something on my own. I came out of the university with a first class honors and couldn't find a job.
mhm,
And I didn't feel it was right with all the support I had from my parents to take me through the university and come back home and say, I can't find a job, so I want to be staying in the house. I never felt comfortable for one day to stay at home. So I started a job. I started my own business. And actually, what I started was to turn our African prints
mhm,
into westernized styles. And I think I'm talking about 2005. That was when I came up with that concept. So that concept was quite new. And at the time, we still had African prints in the country, as in coming from China. So people would rather go for those products than the authentic ones that were produced in the country. So African prints weren't selling. So I was
mhm,
thinking of what I could do with my background from the university as a textile student, what I could do to boost up sales. And that was
mhm,
where it started from. So I walked one day into a big textile industry with my portfolio and I said I wanted to work here. And
mhm,
the manager said, there are no jobs here, but what else can we do? And I said, if you give me a bill of fabric, I'll be able to put them into beautiful styles and then we make a magazine out of it. Then he said, wow,
mhm,
okay, I'll give you a bill of fabric. So I got that, got a few seamstresses. At this time, I was working with seamstresses, not even designers, seamstresses, wayside seamstresses. I
mhm,
gave them the design. I looked for models. We modeled it. We got a good photographer. We took pictures and then we
mhm,
put a magazine together. And then they gave me a billboard contract.
mhm.
So we had the billboard contract. So that was where it started from.
Very
Then we did a few additions. And then I realized that I had quite a number of women around me who were single moms and
mhm,
didn't know how to make money to
mhm,
support their families. So this is where my enthusiasm about helping women started.
mhm,
So I gave them hand-on skills.
mhm,
Some of them I knew, some of them I had to learn. Some of them I had to get resource people to come in and teach.
mhm,
And I'm the type who just sees something and I'm able to break it up and put it back together. So let's say I see a Gucci bag, I
mhm.
can break it up and do it. So it
Very
was new.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like reverse engineering,
Yeah.
the same thing. Very nice. We've got Akilu joining us from Ghana. It says Ghana
No.
good wives. Hashtag Ghana. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, that's so interesting. So at that point in time when you came out of the university and so we're gonna go back and touch base on it. Like, did
Mm,
you always, because I don't think you ever looked back or looked for a job since then after
mm.
that, because you came out of it and you created your own business out of it.
No, let me
Um,
tell you the truth. Because you know that starting your own business is very difficult.
I want to hear that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very difficult and it's capital intensive and you don't quickly make returns.
Mhm,
And at that point, my mom was frustrated. Said, "Stop this thing and get a job, get a monthly,
mhm,
a job that pays you monthly and all that." But in the end, she ended up putting money into my business.
mhm.
And
Wow. Okay.
yeah, there were a few struggles, and one of them were when I came out to the first edition of Intern Maglogue and wanted to come out to the second edition. So I was on the major media platforms in Ghana promoting Intern Maglogue.
So this
And
was in Ghana
this
from
was in Ghana. Yeah,
okay.
Intern
Yeah.
Maglogue was in Ghana. And then I had an opportunity to promote it in the UK
Mhm,
on a media platform at that time that was called, if I'm going to get it right, I'm not too sure, Skype, if I'm right.
Type, yeah.
Too many years ago. And I came in and I had left the marketing bit to some marketing guys to market it for me. They took my money, but they didn't market it. So when I came back, I had my stock. Well, I didn't have the stock at home. They had the stock with them. But when I started with the second edition, they came back to me and said, oh, this is your stock. We weren't able to market it. They didn't do it at all. So that was when I said, I will learn how to market and do it myself. Because I believe that the best servant of man is himself. And sometimes when you know how to do something, people cannot boss you about, because they know if they don't do it, you do it anyway.
I love that. It's your own skill set. That's exactly what we tell our clients also, because this is what we do. We impart that skill set, right, into them on how to do it, so they can actually run their business forever, and they actually have their hand in every single part of their business plan, so they know how to implement each section, and nobody can fool with them in this process. Like you said, they took the money and didn't market it the way that you had expected it. So growing up, you said you were number 5 out of the 6. Is that right? Out of your siblings?
No, my siblings are 4.
Oh,
my mom and dad makes it 6.
Oh, okay.
I am number 2.
You're number 2.
Yeah.
The reason I ask, because a number of our guests, sometimes they say, well, I am the firstborn or the lastborn, and this is the traits I got when I was born into our family, and that's why I take on this role of what I do, and I went on to become an entrepreneur. What do you attribute your skills and your personality to? Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm the type that will never stop at anything.
Right.
So I think amongst my siblings, if I'm going to say it right, I would say the one that sets the pace, and then kind of everybody is encouraged to do more. So that is me. I'm the type who will be in school plays, drama groups, who take best dressed girl, best behaved girl, who take English and maths prizes. Those are the things I would take in school. So I'm that type. And when we're growing up, my dad would at that time would say, look at your sister. I was kind of like the reference point for the others. So look at her and look at what she's doing. And I've been that way.
Very interesting. Is any of your other siblings an entrepreneur or working in a charity or of the sorts?
Yeah. The one that comes directly after me is a fashion designer, a very big one in Ghana. And my brother works in the bank, and my little sister works in the bank as well. So
okay. So your second one, the one after. So there's 2 out of the 4 that went through the entrepreneurial way.
Yeah.
So in this process, when you say that your mom said to go look for a job, even though you were very first ones to do what you did in terms of the prints and getting, did you actually listen to her, or you said, no, I'm still going to do exactly what I wish to do now?
I said exactly that. I said, you know what, I love you very much, but I don't want to hear you say this to me again. I'm not disrespecting you, but I feel this is not for me. And I remember one time, and I'll get people say, oh, it wasn't common at the time to see a young girl want to do something for themselves. Right. So then people will say, I want to sponsor you. I want to help you. So one time, one of the people who wanted to sponsor me said, why did you choose to take the difficult path in life? And that set me thinking. And to be honest with you, I think a couple of times I had some of my friends from uni who come home, and I was still with my parents because I wasn't married yet. And my parents' rules, until you're married, you don't leave the house. So I wasn't married, so I couldn't leave the house. I was still living with them, but I was doing my business and all. And a couple of my friends will come home and come and show me their new car and tell me, oh, we bought a land here. We've started building our house. We are this, we are that. And sometimes I would sit down and think, did I choose the wrong path? Because it looks like it's taking me longer to get there than the others. And I won't lie to you. A couple of times I felt like, no, should I change it or no? But I realized I was bringing hope to a lot of the women. That was my driving force. And sometimes I'll see the smiles on their faces and thank you very much. You don't know what you've done for me and all of that and all of that. But as I continued to do that, and I think I started with Gold Heart, in 2008, and I've done it for a long time now. Now it's come up to skilled hands. And as I kept doing that, I saw the kind of respite I brought to women through the things I did. And that gave me fulfillment, kind of, which I think I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else if I did anything else. So I see it as me. And I've also seen it as a preparation God was putting me through at the time where I am today. Because there are so many things I do now that I had learned on my own.
On your journey to be where you are today. Exactly. And we will talk more about Skilled Hands, your charitable organization, in a minute. But I would love to have a peek into your thinking, because our audience is all entrepreneurs. Majority of them are entrepreneurs, and they go through the ups and downs, just as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And sometimes we ask and we hear from them, they do feel like giving up. They do feel like it's not an easy journey. It's even though as much as we do, we provide. So especially for us, we provide the templates and the blueprint, and along with the team that actually helps them implement. But at the end of the day, they're the ones to implement it, and they're the ones to drive the results. And it's always an up and down journey. It's the norm. It's the same thing happened with us, right? There's lull moments. What keeps you going? And what is that motivation that keeps you running into head on into, I know somewhat you said you attributed it to your personality. Give us some life defining moments that actually change that, for you and keeps you going that way.
Years back, I'll say when I was in Ghana, I'll say my mom kept me going. And the reason why she kept me going was I did not want her to come back saying, I told you.
Yeah.
But as I got married and had children, now my children are my driving force. I look at them and I say, I can't fail these children. And they are proud of the things I do. I take them to the office, they see the place, and, they are proud of the things their mom does. And my little girl is always around me, wanting to learn a thing or two and this and that. And I see it as they draw strength from me. So I can never let them down. What keeps me going every day? I set targets and I try to meet them. I'm not able to meet them because I have a number of things on my plate. Sometimes I get overwhelmed, but I don't see myself as taking anything off my plate because I want to achieve them before I'm 60. And I really want to do it and do it right. That is another thing about me. We are either doing it and doing it right or not doing it at all.
Right. And there's still room for imperfection and still room for moving on. Like you make progress even in imperfection. And you said something very, very interesting. Even though your plate is full, and especially as parents and as entrepreneurs and as partners and cohabitants and spouses, and we wear so many hats and we play so many roles. But you said something very interesting. You said, I know I have my plate as full, but I don't take things off of my plate just because I'm unable to meet the target every single day. That is very inspiring, Sheila. Yeah. And still, so you have learned to exist or coexist with imperfection and still continue to move on.
Yeah, because I'm not perfect and I don't want to see myself as perfect, because once you see yourself as perfect, then there's no room for improvement. But when you are not perfect, there's always room for improvement. And that is what I want to see myself, because in a year to come or 2 years to come, I don't want to be here where I am now. I want to be somewhere better than where I am now. Whatever I have my hands on, I want to see it grow. And that is what will be a proof that I've moved on. You get, like, something good is happening. So that is it for me.
I see you putting the money where your mouth is also. I see you putting time, investing resources, investing in yourself just because you want, and that makes complete sense. And you're so relatable. It's the same thing growing up. I wanted to make my parents proud throughout. So obviously I did things that, that, and same thing now with having children. You want to lead the way by example. So giving up is not an option. No, not at all. And there's not just your kids, but now I would love to hear more about, Skilled Hands and what you do. Like, how did you come? Because there's all these women that depend on you also. So how did you come about with this idea of the Skilled Hands charity?
So Skilled Hands is like a branch of Gold Heart. Gold Heart was in Ghana. Skilled Hands is here. So it's the same thing that has been implemented here, but is being done properly, if I'll put it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a mother and baby group, and I spoke to a few workers at that time. I said, oh, this is what I have in mind. I was doing it years back, and I think we'll be able to do it here. They said, start it. It's a brilliant idea. So we started it, and we are here today. So it's all about giving women is a platform to bring women together and give them skills. So we give them skills in dressmaking, in soap making, in bag making, in millinery, and jewelry making, I think 5 areas. And then we also help those who want to turn this skill around into a small business to start their own businesses. So basically that is what it is. Currently we are planning, like I said before we started, we are planning a red carpet event. This is going to be the second time we're doing it. The red carpet event is a 3 activity in one. So there will be the fashion show bit, there will be the exhibition bit where the women get to exhibit all the works they've done. Because of COVID, we didn't get to do it. So in 2 years, all the works we've done, we're putting it together for the public and the community to see what we're doing. And then there will be the awards bit where we're going to be giving awards to women who have been so committed to the cause, and we've seen results since they joined us, and as they're moving on, we've seen results. We're giving awards to them. So yeah, this is what we are doing, and I think the community supported it so well, and it's quite easier doing a project like this in this part of the world rather than in Ghana. Because it was very difficult in Ghana. People in Ghana don't understand charity the way people here understand charity, and that makes it quite easier because people are willing to help you. People are willing to volunteer, know that they can do it and not have to take anything. They're giving their time as a way of commitment. So it makes it quite easier. And working with the women, I tell you, I think recently I was telling them the fun bit of the whole thing is when I meet the women, because that is where everybody drops off the load. You know, we laugh about everything in 3 hours every day. So yeah, that's the fun bit about it. People are able to come, distress, and then meet new people and craft off.
So you help them more than just developing a skill of creating crafts and selling it in the market. It's more of the environment that you provide with them for them. Okay. And so so tell us a little bit more about how a journey works. How long is your program for? If they join you, how can they reach you? For it if they want to.
So we've got the short courses and the long courses. The short courses are for 8 weeks, and the long courses are for 20 weeks. And we meet for each course. We meet once a week. So for 8 weeks, that means that you'll be meeting 8 times. And whatever you do, you get to take it away. We provide you with all the resources you need for a project and any kind of help you need. If we can, we'll provide. We don't provide financial help. We just provide the materials. And if you want to start a business, get you the resource people to help you start it, stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So we're hearing loving Sheila's story, heart and a smiley face. That's awesome. Any last words of wisdom? Almost our time is almost up. So anything that you would like to tell, because we have all kinds of people that are, that go through their own journey. You want to give a little bit of a pointers to them.
I want to say that if you're going through I realize that the more you dwell on a situation, the more impactful it becomes on you. So if you're going through a difficult times, the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, the more you live in the situation, then you feel the impact more. Everybody, you have to know that everybody is going through something. So you are not the only one going through it. But then they come out, you see a smile because they want to make it better. So you should look forward to making it better. What can I do next to change the situation? That is much better than, today I don't feel like going out because I'm depressed, because I'm that, because of that. That is the negative bit. Put it positively. I don't feel like going out, but I want to do something today and see that I come back home in a beautiful, and speak positively to yourself, and then the energy changes, and then you're able to do beautiful things. What I say to myself all the time is, I just don't want to live through life, but I want to live such that when I'm no more in existence, people will remember me for the good that I did. So I'm always looking forward to doing good, impacting life, so that when I'm not here, somebody will say, oh, Sheila, you remember her? She did that. And as I am alive now, I hear that. People
Yes.
tell me that. Thank you very much for the things. You don't know what you're doing for us, this, that. And I like to hear that. So I know that if I'm no more, if I'm hearing it now that I'm alive, then it means that if I'm no more, there will be more said, because obviously you can't say bad about the death. So if whilst I'm alive, I'm hearing good things, then when I'm not here, it means that I'm living the dream that I
Mhm.
set for myself. So I think everyone else should aim for that. And
Do you?
another thing
Yeah. Go
is,
ahead.
if don't do unto others what you want, do unto others what you want them to do to you. So
Mhm.
you want good, be good to people. You want kindness, show kindness. And as you show it, people will also show kindness back to you. I think basically that is all I would like to say.
Yeah.
And if you would like me to chip in, for Skill Dance Organization, we're on YouTube. We put
Mhm.
all our tutorial videos out there. That
Mhm.
beautiful videos I have done. I'm here. This is one of them as a fascinator.
Oh, show us. That's lovely. Yeah, that's
That's
gorgeous.
amazing.
Perfectly British, eh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there are videos on our YouTube channel. You just search for Skill Dance Organization on YouTube and you'll find us with our tutorial videos. And then with a podcast too, it's just podcast with Sheila. We're on YouTube. We're on all the social media channels. Just type the name and I think it'll pop up.
We will be putting and providing all the links underneath your interview here on our YouTube channel for sure. But you truly are motivational, inspirational, and what you just finished your conversation with, the few pointers and tips. I see
Yeah,
that all the time,
yeah,
where people see the glass half empty and there's too much focus on. And you're absolutely right. Every single one of us is going through some challenge. If it's
yeah,
not health, if it's not financial, if it's
yeah,
not emotional,
yeah,
if it's not
yeah,
familial, right? In fact, I remember I was doing this workshop with our clients at the time when Microsoft owner was going through a divorce. And I
mm,
said, who would have, this person has $1 billion challenge in front of them because they
yeah,
have to split their, whatever they're going
yeah,
through.
yeah.
So at that time, who would have a bigger problem at this point in
Mm,
time than that? But did he stop his business? Did he put it on the side and not show up for himself or for the clients? No,
no,
the answer is absolutely not.
yeah,
So, each one of us has our own challenges, and that's what our life is, that we
yeah,
need to work with it in order to move on and keep on and making it better. Our tomorrow needs to be better than what it is today.
exactly,
And the
exactly.
other thing you touched upon is, don't do unto others what you don't want them to
Need to
do
do.
unto you.
Yeah,
So, and that's also amazing, because for somebody that mentioned the other day, I said, well, integrity is a given
mm,
in your area of expertise.
mm,
Whatever you do, whether
mm,
you're in a career or whether you're an entrepreneur, it actually brings more responsibility on your shoulders. And you're doing it so well with
mm,
providing
yeah,
the kind of environment for the women to
yeah,
come and do their craft, learn the skills, sell it in the market, make
yeah,
money,
yeah,
as well as that environment where it gives them a shoulder literally and a boost up to stand
mm,
tall in
yeah.
whatever circumstances they are. That's remarkable, Sheila. You've done really wonderfully well.
Thank you.
I truly appreciate that. So thank you. See, we went by so fast. It's
Yeah,
already two already. So we will be providing you folks the links to all of Sheila's social media platforms, how to connect with her website, especially for our British audience. If you would like to connect with her and find her courses and join them, please do come in and check that out. We would be providing you something. And of course, we always put something in the pot for our audience, right? Especially for Accelerate Global audience. Is there something that you would like to say for them, or put it in our pot for a giveaway kind of a thing for them? Maybe they
mm.
can get 30 minutes of free consultation from you, or if they join you and speak with you, or something like that.
They can get free tutorials from me, be it jewelry making, fascinators, hatinators, dressmaking,
Wow.
and bag making.
Wow, that's a lot of value in
Yeah,
British pounds if you convert it into
yeah,
into money, right?
yeah,
That's quite a
yeah,
bit. Um, Thank you.
So if they send an email, if I get 10 people saying, can you do a tutorial for us in this one, then we can set a date and then send a link out. And on that day, we will meet and then get this done.
Give the code word accelerate global, and Sheila will do it for you guys.
Exactly.
I can't wait for those people to get together and do that with you. That would be amazing. I think that will be fantastic. We see here, thank you for your story, Ghana all the way. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila, for being the guest on our Distinguished Speaker Series today.
It's a delight.
Folks, we'll be bringing another amazing guest speaker, so stay tuned for that promotion coming up soon. And for those of you that are going to be watching it in the replay recording, write down #replay in the comments. And if you have any questions to ask Sheila, put that in the comment section. We'll forward it to her, and she will answer it to you personally herself. All right, guys. Thank you, Sheila. Take care. Have a wonderful day, everyone.